We live, y'all. We live. What's going on, guys? Luke Ponto once again. Today is going to be a very fun topic to discuss. We're going to be talking about movies that will destroy your childhood if you watch them at a very young age. Like, I'm talking like below 10,
Yes.
that will traumatize you. So, I brought on a returning guest from my channel. You may remember him from my overlooked and underrated movies in 2021, Alex, aka Fritzky. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, dude. This is because I'm not really on I haven't uploaded in a while. Not that I'm retired. I'm not saying that, but um the reason why is because I've been kind of getting my life together, and this is the first time since your last video that you know, I've been on YouTube. So I kind of want to announce next week is my first week of film school, and I'm so happy, but I'm so nervous at the same time. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I live and breathe and wake up and go to sleep everything to do with film. So this is really what I want to do. So I'm super stoked. But I'm very like I get butterflies just talking about it.
Yeah, bro, absolutely. I mean, I'm glad to have you back. Um, but again, I have a link in the description below that goes to his channel, so go subscribe to him and go give him some love because he deserves it. And also, while you're there, hit that subscribe button for me as well. You can also click on that notification bell right beside it to get notified of all of my videos. And hit that thumbs up as well because it's very beneficial for us to get our content out there. So, as you can tell by the thumbnail, I put a background of movies that would either traumatize you or destroy your childhood if you watch them at a very young age. Now, not all the films we're going to talk about are in that thumbnail, but we'll bring up some interesting ones along the way. So, Fritzky, what do you got for our first one, buddy?
Okay, well, hmm. So we're probably going to talk about a lot of horror movies. Just saying. I don't think every single one of them will be a horror movie. I know we're definitely going to have some thrillers and maybe some dark comedies, but a lot of horror movies for sure. One that well, okay, kind of a double bill is my personal one of my personal favorite directors. Both of his full length feature films, Hereditary and Midsummer by the great Ari Aster. He is
Yup.
I think next to Tarantino, I have to say, despite the fact he only has two full length feature films, he's probably my favorite director of all time just because he is just so unique and doing something so different, so vastly outside the box compared to what other directors have done, not just in the past, but even right now. He's he's really testing the waters and doing some very risky things with his subject matter. In fact, you know what? Let me show you. I'm going to show you guys just how big of a fan I am. Look at this. So, here. Okay. So, here's what I got to show. I'm so big of a fan that I have on my channel. I actually have an unboxing of this, my Hereditary screenplay book. It's my third favorite
Wow.
film. It's my third favorite film of all time. I might throw that in there as well. Midsummer, top 20 of all time. I have the director's cut here. You guys have a book.
Oh, dude, that is awesome.
I love this so much. If you guys are collectors at all, you have to go to the A24 shop and buy both of those. But here is what you actually can't buy on there. There is a if you guys live in Arizona, there is a shop called Terror Trader. It's the only year-round open horror collectible shop in Arizona. It's in Chandler, my hometown. Go check it out. And this is a piece done by one of their vendors um, of the May Queen. And I actually met the artist too. The vendor happened to let me see. There's the symbol from the movie. And if you look up close, I actually met the vendor. She happened to be there that day, and well, not the day I bought it, but before I had bought it, I was talking to her, and she pointed out all these details I never noticed. These little symbols down here on the pedestal, and if you look close, there's like it's almost as if the skull is on a melted wax candle, and this is just freaking beautiful, dude. This is the best usage of Christmas money I have ever used in my entire life. I bought this about a couple weeks ago. I don't regret it.
Oh,
I can't even fathom it, dude. Like, yeah, I hope you can kind of somewhat tell how big of a fan I am of this guy's work.
I can tell, bro. But let's see. I have a couple of horror films up right in front of me that I think will make you afraid of one thing: saying a name in a mirror 5 times.
Oh,
That's right,
films.
Candyman.
For show.
Yeah, buddy. Now, this is the Scream Factory of the first film that actually has some pretty cool reversal art. We'll take it out really quick.
I think I have the same one, actually. Hold on. Is it this one?
Yeah, this is the reversal cover. I reverse it to this one.
To the original poster art. Yeah.
Yeah, because I love that original poster art. Yeah, I love this cover right here. Now, you guys want a severe hot take? I prefer this one.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I prefer this one.
Has that been a recent opinion, or is that kind of like, or was that like from the first time you saw it?
I slightly preferred this one the first time I saw it, but upon thinking about it, and then watching it a couple times, I liked it more.
It grew on you? Yeah.
It definitely did, and I'll show you if I can pull it here. Let me take my phone out of my tripod really quick. I'll show you. I got a Candyman poster over here.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, I got that at the theater I went to when I saw Candyman.
I like how your room, like
Yeah.
how the ceiling is kind of slanted. It looks cool to have posters. Because mine, I wanted to have posters, but it would just be so difficult to hang them, like, especially right above my bed. That would be so difficult to do.
Yeah, but like because they wouldn't like stick from the top, I had to actually put thumbtacks on both the tops of.
I don't think the tape would stay. I think it would just be thumbtacks.
Yeah, so I put thumbtacks on the posters for Candyman and Malignant, which is another movie that I wanted to say will mess you up if you watch it too young, because you will think that you're experiencing visions that are not real, but you'll have nightmares thinking about that.
Yeah, I think one huge thing that makes this list or subject matter or whatever kind of different than just like what separates this video, movies that will screw you up if you watch them too young or whatnot, versus what do we think are some of the most morbid / disturbing films of all time. I think what's kind of different is that a lot of these movies, I mean, some of them will definitely screw you up no matter what age you watch them. But
yeah,
also some of them, and we'll get into a select few. There's one I do want to talk about specifically later. But some of them you might just find like kind of creepy, or even like the ones that aren't horror movies, like a little more weird, if anything. But if you watch it at an age where, your mind is still like it is really underdeveloped, then, that might be a lot different.
Yeah, for sure. And I've been neglecting the chat, so let's catch up on the chat. Movies and Train Studios is in the chat. How you
What's
doing,
up,
buddy?
dude?
Constant viewer of mine on my channel. Alex Lopez, aka King Alex, is awesome on Instagram. How's it going, buddy? Oh, this is a good one. 2 movies that messed up Movies and Train Studios: The Basketball Diaries and The Gift.
Mm-hmm. I've seen The Gift. That's a great one, but I have not. Unfortunately, I know you love Basketball Diaries. I really do need to see it. Unfortunately, as of today, I've still yet to see that movie.
Yeah, and Movies and Train says, I'd say The Gift because if you knew about some really messed up stuff to understand what was disturbing. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, The Gift is a pretty
sinister.
Is a pretty high tension filled movie for sure.
I agree. Sinister was a movie that messed me up personally, just flat out disturbing. Yep.
One I really like. One thing I love about Sinister. Um, this isn't really. I won't give away exact plot details, but one thing I do like about that movie is that at least the way the film starts out. Again, I'm not going to give specifics, but the way it's shot, obviously, the synopsis is, Ethan Hawke's character is, finds these videotapes. Well, we start out doing the exact same thing as he does throughout the movie. Like, we watch a tape, and that's kind of the beginning of the movie, and we're just like, what the actual hell is happening? Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's one thing I really like about Sinister for sure.
I agree for sure. Trying to think. What's another movie that? Ooh. When I did my Blu-ray collection video, Eric Thorpe, if he's watching the replay, said this movie traumatized him as a kid. Quack quack.
Howard the Duck, really? Really?
Yep. That's exactly this movie. He said this movie traumatized him as a kid.
In what way?
Like,
I mean, it's an adult movie for sure. It's like, it's definitely like, if I found that movie like at a young age, it'd be one of those things where I'm like, yeah, this is like really rated R, and like I probably shouldn't be watching. But it's like traumatizing. Like, is it the outdatedness? Maybe, I don't know. Is it the design of Howard?
or is it? No, I think it's probably because of the fact that there's interspecies sex thrown into the mix,
Oh, that's true. It's a very
or and maybe,
film for sure.
and also duck nudity also, which I found freaking hysterical.
It's a pretty freaking funny movie. I'm not gonna lie.
It's terrible though if you watch it as an action movie, but if you watch it as a comedy, it's really entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Because seriously, look at some of the CGI in this movie. Terrible.
It's
terrible
bad.
CGI.
It's pretty bad. It didn't age well at all. Do you
But
remember
dude,
that? Are you good?
What I was gonna say, after that movie, Willard Hike, the director of the movie, he never directed a movie after that.
Really? I did not know that.
After 1986, he never directed another movie after that.
Really? That's kind of I did not know that. No, yeah, that'd be kind of funny if you were a filmmaker and the one you went out with a bang was Howard the Duck. I mean, at least it's a memorable movie. Like, it's one that you definitely won't forget about.
It's a bad memorable movie.
Yeah, for sure. What do you remember? Did you ever play when you were a kid? Did you ever play Lego Marvel Superheroes? Do you remember Howard the Duck was a secret character in that game?
I never played any of those games, but yeah, you can tell me about that.
Oh yeah, no. When I was I probably played that when I was like in, I don't know, 4th, 5th grade, and yeah, no, I don't remember specifics, but basically, if you did something, there was a secret character unlock where Howard the Duck was one of the characters in the game, and that's how I found out about the movie.
Like, I found out about the film as a kid, but then I watched it years later, and
Probably
I was like,
you did.
yeah, and I was like, yeah, this movie's terrible, but you know what? I have fun with it.
It's definitely not entertaining for sure.
Yeah, it's how can you not have fun with Howard the Duck?
Yeah.
Honestly,
right, are you good?
But if you guys were to ask me, what is my ultimate guilty pleasure movie? This is it right here. This is my ultimate guilty pleasure movie right here. Is Howard the Duck.
So much so you bought it on 4K.
It was a gift. My parents got it for me as a Christmas gift.
I was about to say.
That's because as I told my mom about this movie that I wanted this movie on 4K, and she was like, "Okay, I'll get it for you as a Christmas gift," and I was like, "Cool."
How about that?
But you know what? I'm not mad about it because It's entertaining, and it's actually a really good looking 4K. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really good on 4K.
Really.
It does. I mean, watched it in 4K twice, and it looks good in 4K.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm gonna catch up on this chat. Movies and Train says Ethan Hawke's performance made Sinister even scarier. Just the way he portrayed his fear made me more invested. Okay.
While we're on the subject of Sinister, I know you're a Slipknot fan, so you'll actually know what I'm talking about. Doesn't Mr. Boogie in that movie, the villain, doesn't he look like Mick Thompson from Slipknot? Does he not?
Yes, he does.
He looks just like him.
Oh.
So I think if I wasn't a Slipknot fan, I may have found the movie more scary. But it's like when I saw that movie for the first time, I was like, it's literally just Mick Thompson.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh my god, that's funny. Movies and Trains says The Meg is my all-time guilty pleasure movie. It's so dumb but enjoyable. That's the Jason Statham shark movie.
I low-key really did like that. Like, I mean, masterpiece, obviously freaking not, but it's like, it's, how can you not say that's not an entertaining movie? The Meg is like low-key, like a really like fun movie.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of Kubrick and Aster films can be quite disturbing when you watch at a very young age. Not to mention Cronenberg. Cronenberg is also would also disturb you at a very young age.
Oh, for sure.
My buddy Tyler, aka Mind of a Nerd, go follow him on Instagram. He has really honest reviews. He's a Garbage Pail Kids movie traumatized me as a kid. Oh yeah.
Oh,
my tummy hurts. What did you eat?
While we're on the subject of David Cronenberg, I told you, okay, viewers, we it's time for a little backstory. So earlier before the stream, yesterday, I told Luke I knew that he loved Videodrome, and I told him just for the sake of the stream, because I know we're probably going to be getting, and we can get more into it later, but I told him I would see it before the stream, and I did. And yeah, I know you're probably wondering what I thought. So
no, I actually saw what you thought.
Oh, did
on Letterboxd, okay. I saw it.
So let me give you my more. Let me give you a little more detail on what I thought. So, what I liked about it, well, the practical effects were freaking awesome. I think The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, still takes my top spot for 80s practical effects. As far as like what film like has the best usage of them, that would be my personal favorite pick. But there's no denying that the freaking practical effects of this movie were so good. I mean, like all the scenes, especially the third act in particular. Oh my gosh, was freaking crazy with the dude turning inside out was so awesome. I loved that so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty gruesome movie. And the other thing that I thought was kind of cool was that I don't really know what I was expecting because I didn't really know anything about the movie. I just knew it had something to do with with televisions. That's all I really knew about it. And I knew there's a Criterion for it, and that's really all I knew. But anyways, so going into it kind of blind definitely made it pretty interesting. Anyway, as I was saying, the other thing I thought was kind of cool back on the body horror element was that I kind of was expecting it to be an outright horror movie throughout the whole thing. And while it is definitely a horror movie, I would say things don't get off the rails until later. And I kind of like that that the film did take its time and but definitely did not disappoint, if that makes sense, when it got to that point. It definitely did not disappoint when things went crazy. The third act was absolutely awesome. I loved it. Cinematography was also good. The final shot was stellar. The only thing that I think just my main the reason why I gave it a low score. It's not because I think there's anything particularly wrong with the film. There's not really a whole lot I can say bad about it. In fact, like I said, what I did like about it, I really liked about it. But the only reason I gave it a score that looks kind of low is just because me personally, I definitely throughout the movie, I was like, yeah, no, this is definitely a movie Luke would love. Like this script, this has your name like written all over it. Like I could definitely tell it was your thing. Um,
Yeah.
and that's cool. But while that may be your thing, me personally, it's just I think it's just not for me. And I read your one of your reviews saying that it's not going to be for everyone because of the subject matter. I wouldn't say that was the reason why I didn't why it wasn't for me. It wasn't because I felt disturbed or that the morbid imagery turned me off or whatever. I wouldn't say that's the reason why it wasn't for me. It's just not a film that compared to others I would find myself continuously going back to watch like 5 times in the span of like 3 days and not see it getting old. Excuse me. Me personally, like it was definitely worth the watch, but it's not one I could see myself coming back to a lot, if that makes sense. I think it just personally wasn't quite a new one to add to uh my list of films that I think that everyone should see. It didn't quite make it there for me personally, but it was worth the watch, and I'm glad I checked it out for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But like I said, it's definitely not for everybody because not everybody is going to enjoy movies that involve body horror
Mm.
because body horror can be kind of a hard genre to really get into, like for horror fans in general. And
Mm.
some people, there have been other people, like, I'm not going to blame you for your low score because I totally respect where you're coming from. But there have been people that are given that have given this movie 1 star out of 5, and I'm like, you're missing the point,
Well, I will say
honestly.
that the movie it definitely deserves like I gave it personally. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5, which I know again sounds like super low compared to Luke here gave it a 5. It's one of his all-time favorites, but it's like I think it sounds low of the score I gave it, but really I think any lower than that would be me personally not really giving the credit where it's due because as a film, like on the filmmaking note, I mean the plot is super um different and it's very unique and that was a really cool thing to see something not really done by anything else. It's a definitely very unique movie, stands on its own 2 feet. Um
Yep.
so yeah, no, I mean the special effects also definitely again I think you definitely would be more screwed up by this movie if you saw it at a young age or if you're really sensitive to things like torture or things like that. You definitely would not enjoy this movie. Me personally, I do like body horror. Um, I mean, I love films like Saw. But so it's like, luckily, I that wasn't really the turnoff for me. I think it's just personally something didn't click. I think is what it was. It's just something didn't quite register. I think is what it was. But who knows? Maybe if I do go back and check it out at some point, probably not going to be anytime soon because I have other stuff I kind of want to cross off my list at the moment on the priority list, I guess. But if when I do eventually, I check this out again, who knows? Maybe I'll like it more. You know?
Yeah, because this was a film that I watched twice in one day. Like,
Wow.
because I watched it once, I liked it, but there was something that was kind of not really clicking for me. So as soon as it was over, I started the movie over and watched the whole thing again, and I was like, God, this movie's awesome.
Yeah.
Like in fact, I love it so much that I have the Criterion of Videodrome.
The Criterion is really cool. And it makes so much more sense now that I see it. It's literally like I know totally what scene of the movie that's from now.
Yeah, like when I looked at this cover and I was like at first when I saw this cover, like in somebody's Blu-ray collection video, I was like, is this a scene from the movie or is this just fan art somehow? And then I watched the movie and I was like, no, that's a scene.
No,
That
that's
was what was on the
literally a
cover, and I was
still.
like,
That's quite literally a still image from the movie.
and
No, yeah,
I love the cover.
it also was really trippy too. Like it was a very freaking psychedelic like movie, and that's kind of the point, you know. Like the whole movie is about hallucination, so you're supposed to question, you know, what's real and what's not. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And Benji has been listing off a lot of movies here.
Oh, let's see.
Like for he's got Green Room, he's got the Green Inferno. Oh, the
Oh
Green
my!
Inferno.
I have the Green Inferno.
Oh,
I got the Scream Factory.
dude.
Dude,
Oh,
the Green Inferno is batshit nuts, dude. Oh my gosh.
it is
Yeah,
so
no,
gory.
this is definitely, by all means, not the most rewatchable movie in the world, but I definitely really did like it, and the reason why I bought it is just because it has just so many special features with Eli Roth, and I watched one behind the scenes interview on YouTube about why he made this film, and I don't want to take up too much time because we got a lot to talk about still. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, when I heard his inspirations of and reasons for making this movie, I was like, wow, despite what you guys may think of him, I know a lot of his films, he's kind of known for having movies that definitely have a bad average as far as like audience reception goes. But you know what? He actually, you know, this movie really is a genius movie. Like you will never forget this movie after you finish it. You will never ever forget this film.
Yeah, but around when this movie first came out, I think it was it came out in 2015 in America. I saw clips of it in about like 2016 or so. I watched the death scenes because I really did not give a crap. And those death scenes scared the crap out of me because of how gory they were. I was like, "Oh God, no, no!"
I think it's
But
safe to say,
as I've
honestly, I think that may just. I think the Green Inferno takes the cake for what I would say would be the most gruesome horror movie I have ever seen to this date, for sure. That is probably, I would say, the Green Inferno is definitely what I would say is my pick for the most gruesome horror movie I've ever seen. Not my
oh yeah, for
favorite
sure.
gruesome horror movie, but if you want to see like one of the most brutal horror movies ever, that's the one.
Yep. See, Benji also lists Martyrs, Antichrist. We need to talk about Kevin.
I actually
Audition.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually did not like We Need to Talk About Kevin. I thought it was like, I've heard the book is really good, but I don't know, the movie was really slow for me. I didn't really like it too much.
Benji points on another really good one. I Saw the Devil. That film is gory right there. That's a gory one.
I really need to see that movie.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I think I Saw the Devil might be even more gorier than the Green Inferno.
Really, that makes me intrigued.
I'm telling you, like I'll tell you what the synopsis is. Like it's about a guy who is.
Are you good?
Like it's about a guy that he's a Secret Service agent. His wife is brutally murdered by a guy. So basically, he's kind of starting to like watch over the murderer. And whenever he goes to kill somebody, he either knocks him out with like a drug, chokes him out, and just leaves him somewhere else. Like he messes with him. Like kind of showing you that the good guy is more of a genius than the actual bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he plays it smart.
Yeah, I've heard it's super gruesome, but that if you say that though, I low key like that definitely gets me intrigued. That makes it. I mean, it's been on my watch list for ages, but that kind of makes it go more up for sure.
I definitely would really recommend that one. Let's see, The House That Jack Built's another one. I never saw that. Climax.
Climax is pretty wild. I just saw that one extreme. Well, so I keep interrupting you. Here, you say what you were gonna say first.
Yeah. I watched this film last year for the first Climax last year for the first time. That one's pretty wild. I mean, I really enjoyed Climax.
Climax is very freaking wild. I hope you guys can't hear my dog barking in the background. So So, Climax. So I saw Climax extremely recently. Like I saw it like probably like not even 3 days ago. I kind of lose track of time, so that's what I'm gonna guess. But it was extremely recently. Um, I well, no, you're definitely right. That movie is extremely freaking crazy. My deal is, I how do I say this? I really did. I give the credit where it's due, and this definitely would be high on the list for movies that, like, by all means you need to freaking avoid at a young age, because
Yeah.
this movie will screw you up for life if you saw it under the age of 10. Um, you know, I yeah. But I'm not gonna lie though, I wasn't a big fan of the movie just because, like, I mean, all the filmmaking. I need to go shut up my dog in a second, but my on the filmmaking side of it, everything was absolutely superb. Especially how I especially love like one take films for sure. And Climax did that really well. Um, Obviously the whole film isn't done in one take, but it appears as if it is, and I really liked that a lot. Um, One other thing that I gotta say about the movie is that color palettes are awesome. Um, and it is definitely very accurate as far as like its portrayal of the side effects of LSD. But my only main thing is I felt like it took a long time to get anywhere because I feel like the movie doesn't get to what it's advertised to be until like 50 minutes into the movie. And I feel like that's way too long of me just sitting around. Don't get me wrong, the dance numbers were really good. Um, but it's just like I felt like it was 50 minutes of you would think some at least half decent character building would happen in 50 minutes, but personally that just wasn't what I got out of it. Um I really need to get my dog quiet in a second. But anyway, no, yeah. So for me, that was just way too long of standing around for me personally. But once stuff does hit the fan, that's when the movie is definitely worth watching for sure. But that's just my take.
Absolutely. I can definitely see where you're coming from for sure. I mean, again, not for this is another movie that's not going to be for everybody at all. Like, because there's definitely moments where you're just that will turn people off, like especially towards the third act of the movie.
Yeah.
But I will say though, it is definitely worth a watch. Like at least one shot.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Irreversible is another one. Hard Candy. Ooh,
Hard Candy.
this is good. Titan.
Another
That
one
one's messed up.
I'm so sad to say I still have not seen Raw or Titan. I still need to see both of those. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get my dog to be quiet because I can't concentrate.
All right, I'll wait for you. But yeah, Raw and Titan. Julia Ducournau is a very interesting director for me. Like, ooh, yeah. I love Julia Ducournau as a director so far. Were there 2 films that she's made so far? Hopefully, she can make some more good movies in the future. But we shall see. We shall see what Julia Ducournau is gonna do in the future. But yeah, we'll just wait for Fritzky to come back in.
Oh, sorry about that.
You're good, dude. You're good.
In fact, I'm gonna put in my earbuds because if she starts barking up a storm like that again, like this is gonna drive me crazy. I don't even know what she was barking at.
I don't even know. I don't even know either because I could actually kind of hear that in the background. And I was like, "Whoa, boy!" Yeah, just a little bit, but
let me see. Hold on one second.
Yeah, but all right.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me if you can hear me. Hold on. How about now?
Yes, I can still hear you pretty well.
Okay, that should work out fine then. Only like there. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay.
Yeah, I can
Okay, good.
definitely hear you right now.
Okay,
So,
better. All right. Sorry, guys. I hope the dog wasn't too annoying.
but yeah, I again, yeah, that's nothing like I'm gonna go crazy about, but still, Alex still needs to see Videodrome in the near future. Yeah,
It's
it's worth a
worth
shot, man.
watching
It's
for
worth.
sure. It is definitely worth watching for sure.
Yeah, I think I just thought of another one that will. Okay, this is in the thumbnail of the video, but this movie will screw you up right here. A Clockwork Orange
Oh
will
my god,
screw
I
you
love
up.
Clockwork Orange. I have a. Hold on, let me see this. Right there.
I see
There's a
it right there,
poster for it
right in
right
the middle,
there.
right there.
Yep.
That movie will screw you up. Like,
Especially if you
just
haven't
what?
been exposed to like, especially if you haven't been exposed to the birds and the bees yet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, A Clockwork Orange is one of those movies that if you watch too young, you will be screwed up for life.
For
But
sure.
I'm trying to think of another movie that will screw you up. Crap. Ooh,
Yeah.
another one that I have right in front of me. Um, this movie scared an entire generation of going into the water. Jaws.
If you saw that way too young, I think some people definitely that could definitely be one for sure. I actually, you know what's funny? Here's a funny story about Jaws. I when I was little, um I this is, I guess, just the kind of person I am. I don't get me wrong. There's only I definitely am not afraid to admit when like, oh man, this movie's like low key like really unpleasant slash uncomfortable to watch. Also, my audio is not cutting in and out or anything, is it?
Just a little bit though, but it's not like you know like bad internet or anything. But it's
Here.
doing fine. Yeah, I think it's getting a little bit better there. There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Well, now that she's not barking anymore, I'm gonna save the battery on the buds. But anyway, as I was saying, so when I was little, my mom actually back when we were doing the whole hopefully okay, little kids plug your ears. When we were doing the Easter when we were still doing the Easter bunny, one year I actually in my Easter basket got a DVD of Jaws from the Easter bunny. I'm not even joking. That's the kind of kid I was. I got Jaws from the Easter bunny.
That's funny. But yeah, again, this movie scared an entire generation into going into the water. Like, like people may complain about the first two acts that they do drag, but that's the whole point.
I don't even think they
like
drag,
it's.
to be quite honest, honestly.
But I'm saying like for people that have been introduced to this movie later in life, will be like, this movie drags in the first two acts, but no, it gives us time to actually actually care for the characters and not just be able to watch just shark attacks thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
But,
also,
and this
oh good.
this steelbook I have for Jaws is gorgeous right here.
I don't have
this is a gorgeous looking steelbook.
I do have the 4K though.
This is the 4K steelbook.
Oh, is it? I think
for Jaws. This is 4K.
You know the one it has the well no, I mean I have the regular 4K edition. I mean the ones that have like the black top on the top. Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah, that's the normal slipcover one for the 4K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one I have. I have another one. Piggybacking on movies that scared an entire generation. How about again? I saw this movie later, so it made me sort of kind of it made me rub my arms a little bit, if anything, from the performance. But if you show this to a 40-year-old, oh my. How about The Exorcist?
Oh, that's another one. That's another one I had in the thumbnail. And I was like, yeah, this movie will scare everybody. Like if you show them way too young.
Mhm.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, a movie that will make you never want to put in a blank VHS tape ever again. The Ring.
Oh my gosh, if you showed that to me, not to me maybe, because I'm not gonna lie, I was able to withstand some pretty uh pretty disturbing stuff for a younger age. But if you showed that to someone who's, again, like young, yeah, no, definitely, like that one would mess them up.
Oh yeah. Uh,
I
shout out to Jacob Hubbard here on the Medium. He literally told this story. He was like very little. His mom had a blank VHS tape, and it was like some kids movie, but it had nothing on it. So he was like, when he was literally going to put, like he literally screamed. He was like, "Please, please!" Like
uh,
he watched The Ring too young, and I was like, "What, dude? My condolences." Like,
you know what's funny
I
though?
tell you,
I think the Ring would be more scary for kids of like me, and because we're the same age, so it's like kids of me and you's generation and the generations of the past, more than it would be for like kids of, let's say, of the future generations. Because yeah, it would still scare them, I guess, but I feel like it's even more relatable because we were still in a time where VHSs were still somewhat relevant, you know. And
yes.
so it's like I feel like it even, definitely, don't get me wrong, there's some creepy stuff that happens in that movie that will scare the crap out of, the little ones, don't get me wrong there, but even more so for like kids our age, because we still like grew up in a time where like they were still kind of, like I said, somewhat relevant.
Exactly. And even what scares me even more about The Ring is that the when the little girl crawls, like just like crawls out of their TV, and I'm like, and I think to myself, that's gonna happen someday. And like someone's like gonna just crawl out of the TV and kill me, and I'm like, okay, this isn't real. This is basically what Gore Verbinski was trying to do, was scare us by having a little girl like crawl out of the TV just wet, and to be like, ugh,
Mm.
no,
Um,
oh god,
Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna say, so there's only been, I definitely have seen a number of movies that have, like I said, made me feel on the more uncomfortable side, gave me the creeps and the shivers and whatever. But there's only been two films that have got me down to my core. One of them we already talked about, Hereditary, but the other one that like freaking screwed me up good, um the other one of two was Black Swan with Natalie Portman. Oh my gosh, dude.
oh dude,
That is a screwed up movie. That is a screwed up movie.
yeah, I literally watched Black Swan for the first time last year in June,
Oh,
and I was
really?
like, yeah, that was my very first time watching Black Swan, and I was like, I'm glad I did not watch this at a younger age, but
Any
but the
earlier?
movie, what, yeah, or any earlier, because the movie was phenomenal. I really love Black Swan. I mean, I love Darren Aronofsky as a director, but still, that movie is messed up.
It is a really messed up one. Yeah, no, like I said, like it's funny because I'm just seeing, I mean, horror's my freaking middle name, but it's like there's only been two movies ever that have like drilled into my freaking brain, and like I said, Hereditary and Black Swan have been the only two. Um, and I want that to happen again. Like I don't know what that says about me as a person, you know, um, for
Yeah,
wanting to get scared, but I think it's just because I don't get really scared from horror movies at all. So like I want it, but I want to find ones where where they actually do get to me. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any
yeah.
recommendations for ones that like, a lifelong horror fan and only two have actually managed to get to me, If you guys have some that you think could break the ice that I've yet to at least even hear about, drop them in the comments.
Oh yeah. Okay, now this next one is another one I have in front of me. This is not a horror film, but if you watch this film as a kid, you're never going to want to go canoeing down the river. Deliverance.
I've heard of that movie. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah, but this movie, if you watch this film as a very young kid, you're never going to want to go kayaking down the river, like, ever in your life. Like, because you're literally just gonna, like, if someone calls you over for a kayaking trip, and you're just gonna be like, I watched a movie called Deliverance. I think we're gonna get raped.
What?
Like,
Whoa.
shout out to John Flickinger for that one.
That's Burt Reynolds in it. How about that?
Yeah, and as John Voight, bro, I'm telling you, like, that's what John Flickinger literally thought. So he basically had a mindset just based off of Deliverance by his friend asking him, like, on a kayaking trip.
That's actually low key like that. When you said it like that, I was like, what?
I'm telling you, that's another film that will screw you up.
Yeah, no, again, some of these movies, you're right. You can't, there's no better way to word it. Like, I've been seeing so many movies lately, like over the last year, especially, where it's like you said, like with Black Swan, and I agree, like, right now is the perfect age to see it. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
yeah,
you can definitely, like, get over a little bit of some of the aftermath, but it's like, if you're a little kid, like, yeah, no, they will give you some trauma for sure. And I feel like if I saw, like, some of these movies any earlier on than when I did, and, like, some of these movies I didn't see till I was 16, 17, 18, you know, so if any earlier though, and I think, like, I would be like, I don't know, I definitely would be a much more edgy person.
Yeah, it's like someone's gonna call you for a kayaking trip and be like, no, we're gonna get raped and watch a movie called Deliverance.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not joking. There's a literal rape
That's
scene in the movie.
terrible, dude. I looked at the ratings. It's a very highly rated movie. I'm surprised I haven't heard more buzz about it, honestly.
I know, because I think it's just because of that one scene where it's like, squeal, piggy, squeal.
Oh my gosh, Jesus.
Like, no, they don't actually rape a pig.
No, I know what you're saying. Like, I can kind of somewhat guess, like, what context that line would be said in. Ew, that's so gross. Okay.
Yeah, but, like, when I was watching the movie, back in November of 2020, which was my very first time watching Deliverance, I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
When I was watching that scene, I was like, Jesus. Like, that's another movie you definitely do not want to watch at too young of an age. Otherwise, you'll be like John Flickinger in the future.
Mm-hmm. All right, I have another non-horror movie as well, and this one again. And I actually, you know what? One thing I will say before I say the name is that I saw this one. I don't know, probably like a few months ago for the first time. I don't love it as much as everyone else does. Like, when I go on Letterboxd, this is on so many people's, like, favorites of all time lists. So many people's. I don't love it to the degree everyone else does, but it definitely is a good movie. And oh my goodness, this would, again, if you have not been introduced to the birds and the bees yet, like, if you're still at that young of an age, this would F you up. How about Old Boy? Oh man.
Wait, the foreign film, right?
Yes. The
good.
by Park Chan Wook, I think is how you say the name. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's from 2003. God, dude.
Yeah, you've seen that movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, that was. Oh, how about the plot twist at the end? It just made me feel sick to my stomach. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to know a movie that would never, like, there are two movies that are my favorites of all time. that will never make you want to take drugs. Train Spotting and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I have.
They would make you.
Or keep going. Keep going.
No. Like, did you say you haven't seen one of them?
I haven't seen both of them. Train Spotting has been on the priority list. Like my next 3 to 5 movies that I'm gonna see next. I need to just make it happen.
Yeah, but like, you'll never want to do drugs like after you watch Train Spotting, because it basically goes into the negative side of what drugs can do to you. Like, because basically the main characters that we come to know are heroin addicts.
Mm-hmm.
And in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro are drug addicts.
That's how
Like,
that's the same way I feel about 2 movies that I think you should. Now that if I ever, I don't really. Kids are definitely not on the priority list for sure. But if I ever did have a kid, they ever once they get to the age, if you really want to scare the shit out of them and show them the negative consequences of drugs, I would show them 2 movies. I'm sure I would show them the other 2 you just mentioned as well. But if you want to just scare the daylights out of them and make them never even want to touch, never even try pot or have a sip of beer, I would show them, like I said, 2 things. I would show them Climax, which we already talked about, and another one that's in the thumbnail. I bet you can guess what it is. Starts with an R.
oh crap! I literally forgot. Hold on, really quick. I'm gonna cheat. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cheat. Oh, I know. It's another one that involves heroin. Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, dude. The last 20-30 minutes of that movie they have to be the most unpleasant piece of cinema I have ever seen in my whole life. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
How about the above the election? Okay, I don't know if this makes me just a screwed up person, but I thought that the intensity that I felt from the electroshock therapy bit with the old lady was I don't know what it is, but I thought it from a filmmaking side of it, it was just so well done. But I'm gonna, all right, again, younger audiences, make sure your parents ain't around for this one. How about toward another part at the end of the movie? I'm only gonna say the line, come. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh
no. I bet,
Oh
dude,
no.
Y'all see both of our reactions, man. Y'all see that.
Oh. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh. Oh no,
Okay.
dude.
If you guys have never seen that movie, if you think you can handle it, it is a heavy movie. I'll give you that warning. Go see it if you want to get the same reactions that we just had for the last y'all just saw the last 20 seconds. We were just going Oh man.
That movie is so screwed up.
It's a fucking movie, man. I'm not gonna lie.
No denying how good it is, because no denying how good it is, because of what Darren Aronofsky was able to accomplish. But
It's
still,
effective.
that's a heavy one.
It's very heavy. It's effective because y'all see the reactions you get just talking about it is it's an effective movie for sure. It makes me low key at first, like I said, I didn't know how I felt about. I gave it 3.5, but now that I'm thinking about it, it makes me maybe at another time, in the near future. Not right now because I have other stuff I need to see. Train Spotting. There's so many movies that are kind of more on the priority list right now. But that it makes me low key just talking about it makes me kind of want to go back and see it again at some point.
That movie is definitely not worth repeat viewings there, my friend. That movie is so depressing.
It is a very sad movie for sure.
But
Okay.
But you know what?
One last thing I gotta say about that movie, real quick. The most cringiest line in the movie, and like, I mean, it's it's effective, I guess, but it's so cringy because it's just so gross. How about the line that the one guy says? I don't remember his name, but let's just say that the prostitute's first customer in the movie, he goes, "I know it's beautiful, baby, but I didn't just let it out for air." I'm like, ah,
Oh no! Oh no!
gross. I was like,
Oh no!
gross. Oh,
See, man, this movie, dude, Requiem for a Dream will screw you up.
it's a wild freaking movie, dude. Oh, God.
Oh man, yeah. If you guys did not just see our reactions for like the past like 5 minutes or so, this movie will tell you. This movie will completely tell you that Requiem for a Dream will screw you up.
It is so
It will,
crazy of a movie.
but you know what? No denying how effective it is. No
And I think
denying.
it's also a really important movie to see too. Honestly,
Yes, thank
it's
you.
an important movie.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. But if you want to talk about like important movies, well, this will not be one that will screw you up, but this will be one that I think is important to our political society. Don't Look Up. Like it's not one that one will not screw you up, but I'm just like saying like in regards to like important movies that like,
the one that just came out.
Yeah, the satirical comedy about politics and all that. Like now that's one that's actually actually very important right now.
I do need to.
I will say that.
Oh, and I know, and this could definitely be another video for another time, like movies that are important to watch in this day and age. But one last thing I kind of want to, while we're just talking about it, throw in there that I think everyone our age needs to see, and well, everyone in general needs to see. Our generations, our generation and the generations to come definitely need to see it. It's a Wonderful Life. Honestly, it's such an important movie, especially because I think like this like huge wave were, because back in the day when that movie was made, it was still in the time of when men were men, and like talking about your feelings and well-being was like considered taboo. There's the whole boys don't cry thing and all that, but it's like now that people are slowly becoming more honest with their feelings, like I think it's a really important movie to like to remind us that it's okay to not be okay. You know what I mean? So and again, I know that's not on the subject of this video, but I definitely wanted to throw that in there for sure.
Oh yeah, no problem, bro. I mean, like anytime we can get off topic, that's always fun.
Yeah.
But
all right,
just
what's
look
next?
behind. Oh, this is a good one. Movies and Train says the baby scene in The Matrix can disturb kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one right there. For sure. That is a good point. But let's see. I'm trying to look on my shelf here for a second. Because I don't really see much. Because I really feel... Oh, speaking of Cronenberg, we just talked about Cronenberg a little while ago. The Fly will screw you up.
The Fly is awesome. I love that. It will. If you see it too young, it definitely could give you some nightmares for sure. But oh man, I love The Fly, dude. The Fly is
like
so good.
If you watch The Fly as a kid, you really think like you're turn like into a fly, like just decompose into a fly, and I'm like, oh geez, like the practical effects again, phenomenal.
So good. They're so good.
For
yeah,
sure,
no, the practical effects in that movie are awesome.
1 second.
Okay. All right, let me see.
Audio went off again, but you know what? I think we got it fixed, so we're good.
Okay. All right. Here, I hope you don't mind if I share a couple. So I'm gonna tie these movies together because they're very similar in the plot. As in the what? Well, okay. I shouldn't. The basic outline of all three of these movies are similar. The only difference is, or the main difference is like the characters and things like that. But the blueprint of all three of these movies is they're all about a cop.
Oh, geez, it went off again. Hold on.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, as I was saying, all three of these movies, they're all horror / thriller movies. And they all are about a cop.
Somebody literally keeps calling me on FaceTime, so the audio just cuts out.
Okay.
So.
No, you're good. As I was saying, all three of these movies are all about a cop, who, is chasing / hunting down a serial killer who kills their victims in very brutal and gory ways, and somehow, some way, they get tied into it. But
One more time.
Yeah. So as I was saying, but the characters and things like, and plot specifics and such like that are all different. And those oh, here he is.
Yeah, again, dude. Somebody keeps calling the chat, and I'm like, stop it. I'm live.
You're good. Those three movies, here, I'll say it, and then we can get that out of the way, are Seven.
Starting to. I can't hear you again.
Again?
One more time.
Yeah, one more time. Let me see. Okay. And if this doesn't happen, then maybe it's something on my end, but I'm pretty sure it's like you said, because somebody's FaceTiming. So y'all get entertained with me for just a second, okay?
Jeez. Dude, I'm so sorry about that. It keeps on happening. It keeps on cutting out my audio. So
you're fine, dude. Don't worry about it. I'm don't worry about it. So okay, the three movies that, and you can hear me fine now, right?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, so those the three movies I'm talking about, definitely not for kids for sure. Seven. Uh-oh. Man, this person really wants to talk to him. Oh, there we go.
All the freaking time.
Uh-oh. Man, this person really wants to talk to Luke.
It keeps on.
Uh-oh. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
Yeah, dude. Like every time this keeps on happening, I am literally going to get triggered.
Wait, so the person keeps calling back and calling back and calling back?
Yeah, they're not going to stop. They just want to hear this. Like, they don't want me to keep going, apparently.
Did you text them?
No, I haven't texted because I want to keep going right now. So.
Anyway, so as I was saying, Seven, Silence of the Lambs, and Saw.
Yes.
Again, those all three of those movies kind of have like a very similar plot. But the characters and things like that are all kind of different. But yeah, no, all three of those movies definitely do not show them to little ones for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Seven will screw you up. Like that's a for sure one that will screw you up.
Mm-hmm. One part specifically in Silence of the Lambs that, oh my gosh, kind of gives me the EBGBs even now. How about the dance scene with Buffalo Bill? Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
So gross.
Yeah, no crap. I can even thinking about Buffalo Bill, I'm just like, God, this guy's just giving me the shivers.
Let me see. And then what was the other one? Oh yeah, Saw. No, yeah, just again, body horror. Definitely not one to show the young ones for sure. Very gruesome movie. I one of my favorites though. I love Saw so much. I can't quite. Oh, there you go. I can't quite hear you. I don't know what's going on with the audio. Oh, yeah, no, I can't hear you. I could try leaving and coming back. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Here, give me 1 second.
Oh, jeez, dude. I really am getting tired of that. Like, I keep on getting these FaceTime calls, and I'm getting tired of it. Like, I'm almost wanting to quit right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
good.
Hopefully that'll be the last of the technical difficulties. I don't know what the hell is happening. So but it's okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
But yes. Hello, Alex. You don't know me, but I know you.
I know you. I want to play a game.
I want to play a game.
Wait, is that the first one in the Steelbook? Or is that the collection?
Okay. Hold on.
Is that dude FaceTiming again?
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you're good. All right. I'm just pulling up my letterbox so I can kind of get a better look here.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, crud. Hold on.
Sorry about the technical difficulties, folks. I don't know what the hell's been happening the last like 5 minutes. But if you guys are here, we appreciate you for sure. And you guys know how it is sometimes with the
God, you seriously. It keeps on happening, and I'm starting to get triggered.
Did you text the person? Yeah.
Apparently, it's a group chat. Like, apparently, they're not going to stop
Oh my gosh. These freaking
in the
people.
middle of a freaking stream. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. These people are being annoying as hell. Man, y'all. Wonder if they're doing it on purpose.
Oh, jeez.
Man, those people are really.
It keeps on happening.
Oh my goodness. Man. Again, I'm really sorry, guys. People are being annoying as hell.
Jesus.
Here, Luke, go on Do Not Disturb on your phone.
Okay, yeah, I probably should do that. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, so
Did you just slide down or whatever? And hit the moon?
hold on.
Hang tight, folks. We almost got this figured out.
I really need to find it.
If you go to your settings app, it's like not very far down. And there also should be a shortcut if you just slide
Hold on
down.
1 second.
Okay. And then okay, I guess since he's dealing with shit, we'll just keep talking. So, and then as far as Saw goes, yeah, like I was saying, just like super duper gruesome body horror. I think not specifically the scene with the reverse bear trap. My gosh, just like one of the most iconic moments in
Okay.
horror movie history for sure. There you are.
Okay, I just had to turn on hide alerts so that way everything would be fixed.
Cool. All right. If you guys are still here, we are really sorry and we're very happy you stuck by. Thank you for your patience. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Okay. How's that?
Give me 1 second.
Okay. I also, hopefully you guys can hear me. My other, another scene of the movie, I wouldn't go as far as calling this like the most jacked up thing in the movie or whatever. But the freaking plot twist / final scene at the end of the movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it's nearly impossible to not see it coming unless you've already been spoiled the movie. But
yeah.
Sorry if I keep talking. I'm just trying to keep some filler stuff going just so that we. Oh no.
One last time.
All right. Yeah, no, unless you guys have been spoiled the movie, there's no way in hell you will see this bit coming. Unless you, like I said, been spoiled, but it's so freaking.
Dude, if it happens one more time, we're done. I'm sorry.
Is that just like your
'Cause-
group of friends or whatever?
Yes, and it's starting to really make me angry because
Oh no. I'm sorry, guys. Lesson learned. If you guys have friends like this that just bug the shit out of you and can't take a hint, maybe you guys should think twice about your friends, honestly. Because goddamn. Yeah, I don't know if he did tell his friends to quit or not, but if he did and they're still doing it. Are you on another device?
no, it had me again like on the stream, and I was like, "What the heck's going on here?"
That's what I wondered. I wondered if you like hooked up on an iPad or something. Hey, that's another idea. Worst comes to shove, you hook up, you go on another device or something.
I don't know, man. This is real. Like, more and more I keep getting FaceTime calls. I am starting to really get triggered right now. Like,
oh man.
see why I'm getting very triggered right now, but
Eric, can you hook up on your? Can you get on your computer?
I really don't have a laptop with me or anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm only using my phone.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm sorry guys for all that happened. But
hopefully
we'll try to keep going for a little bit longer. We'll try to keep going.
All right.
So, but let's see. I'm trying to think of another one right here. Oh, I just thought of it. A Quiet Place.
That would definitely again, if you were like young, that would definitely freak the shit out of. That would have got me for sure.
Think about it. Like, you have these creatures that can hunt by sound, and you watch this movie when you're super young. You're just like, even like keep talking.
Yeah.
Like, but you know what? That's definitely a good one to watch. A good one to watch like when you're much older. If you really don't. Not at all. It's like,
I think when you're a teenager,
it's
probably the best age to see
really
it.
good.
But if you're like under 10, then yeah, that definitely would be a creepy one. How about the chat? Have we been looking at the chat at all?
I forgot. Tyler says Halloween is a movie that could mess you up at a young age.
I think
Good
the
one.
the 1978 one. I saw it when I was young, but then again, I'm a little bit of a stone face when it comes to horror movies because I saw a ton of them when I was small. But what I will say though, above all, ones that are so
for sure, dude, for sure.
Ones that are so freaking rated R.
For sure, man.
Are
even just thinking about it.
Yeah. The two Rob Zombie Halloweens, dude. Oh man, those ones will jack you up if you see them at a young age.
Yeah, because the characters are overly sexualized, and I'm just like, really?
Just in general, the whole movie, both of those Halloween 1 and 2, just both of the movies are just so. Everything about them is the R rating is just amplified. I mean, the gruesomeness and the brutality. Halloween, both of them are freaking brutal movies, man. Especially the second one, like the first one, but the second one's even worse.
Oh my god. Honestly, bro, like they're too gruesome, like for younger kids.
I know. And how about the language, like the dialogue in those movies, is like.
Oh god.
Really freaking bad.
I don't like those movies.
Everyone complains about the script in those movies.
I'm going to be completely honest.
Here's the thing is that I don't have as big of a problem with them as everybody else, but you shouldn't see them at a young
I don't know, man. There's I'm trying to think about it a little bit more here, but
Wait, can you still hear me? Okay?
give me 1 second.
For some reason, I feel like there's a little bit of a delay with the audio. You guys let me know if you can hear me or not.
Okay, there we go. Now it's fixed.
Okay, I feel like there was like an audio delay.
I think it's probably because of, again, technical difficulties are coming around again, but
Okay. Well, anyway, uh-oh. Wait a second. Now, oh, there we go.
you know what? We're just trying to get through this as best as we can, like even if things are just not going the way that they're supposed to.
Yeah, it happens. Wait, can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy how many movies can honestly really screw you up at a very young age.
Yeah, I
Just
actually
really thinking about it.
I got I have one. It's not a horror movie, but one that okay.
See if this fixed it. Like, I don't know. No, it didn't.
Is it okay?
But... Okay. Last time I will do this. Like,
All right.
or maybe not. I think I fixed it.
Okay. So as
Can
a
Can I try to speak a minute?
hello?
No, it didn't work actually. That's weird. I really don't know how this is not working. One last time.
All right. Hang tight, folks. Probably gonna end the stream pretty soon, honestly. But it is what it is.
Okay. Let's just call it now because I'm getting sick and tired of getting these technical difficulties.
Okay. All right.
So, but thanks, man, for coming on. I really appreciate it. Tell these people where they can find you.
Letterboxd, Fritzky22, YouTube, just Fritzky, and go and my Instagram, Negretti _ Alex _ 25. I believe that's what it is. All right. Well, that's it for me. So I don't know what. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, again, trying to fix it up, but yeah, guys.
Well,
thanks
I
for
finished saying what I was gonna say. So
yeah, but thanks guys for coming by. See you next time.